Okay. And let's see. When is this new chapter gonna drop? It's not at 9, is it? It's not at 9 o'clock or at least now, is it? Oh god. Oh, please tell me it's not, dude. Oh dear. What if it is? It doesn't say what time they come now. Oh well. We can at least discuss the arc before the chapter drops. Anyway, what's up guys? What's up RTSK? What's up Cheesy? Oh, I have to add the no raw spoilers thing in the title. Oh dear. Let me, how do I change that here, honestly? Actually, dude, legit, how do I change that in these settings? But we will not be discussing, oh, here it is. We will not be discussing raws, so. There we go. There we go. But yeah, how's it going? How's your guys' weekend going? I'm waiting for this new chapter to drop so we can go through it. I don't know what happens. I haven't read Tog in like a month. Or yeah, however long it's been since the hiatus was announced. I haven't actually like looked at most chapters besides like, you know, the odd, you know, check for info somewhere. Dude, I got the nicest, oh wait, okay. I saw the nicest thing yesterday. I found there's this one YouTube channel of this guy that makes, like, he also makes Tower of God music. He's really good, I think. I think his stuff is really good. Actually, dude, we could, oh dude. Wait, no, that's like a great like pre-chapter drop thing. Dude, I can show you guys the other guy that makes Tog music. Oh my god, this guy is awesome. Let's see. I don't know. I forget what his channel name is. You guys have to put up with all the, you guys have to see what's in my YouTube recommended now. What is it? The 10th Slayer. Here it is. Dude, this guy is so good. This guy is like legit. Dude, he's awesome. But yeah, he made like, he made this, this like white theme, and I think it's super cool. It's cool. I actually tried to make a white theme like a long time ago, like a long time ago, and it kind of sounds like this, but much worse. So I'm glad we kind of had like the same wavelength. It's really cool though. Anyway, you guys should like subscribe to this guy. He does sick music. He posts about as frequently as I do, which is to say never, but it's really cool. Very eerie. The Tog fan soundtrack listening party. Dude, where is this, bro? Where is this new chapter? I'm waiting for it. How long does it usually take? I don't really keep up with like the regular release schedule. Dude, do we have to fast pass it? Should we fast pass it? I could scan their QR code and get the fast pass out. Let's see. How many? Let me see if I have like webtoon coins. I can tell you guys what happens 2 minutes before it comes. I can spoil it 2 minutes before it comes out. We could find like a random webtoon. Do you guys know who like Pengi is in the Raw? Do you guys know who Pengi is like in Raw previews? I think his name is Pengi. Like Pengi Z or something, I don't know. We can check out his webtoon. I think he has a webtoon. While we're waiting. Yeah, it's still not there yet. Let's check it out. We can look at this. All right, guys. Randomly roach Sundays. I think this exists. Yeah, randomly roach. All right, let's figure it out. I think it's finished now, actually. Wait, what's the rating on it? 9.82. Dude, this is better than Tog. This is better than Tog. All right, let's see. Super speed. Hey, CK, the cookies are ready. Okay, so this is CK. She has fallen down the stairs. That is unfortunate. It's pretty good. Unaware. The ants are moving a boulder. Free food. Oh, there goes my leg. Stupid landmines. Is this like broccoli? Don't you think you should be a bit more careful? What do you mean? I don't really understand. Why is there a landmine? Are they army ants? Are they like... do they plant IEDs? I like the art for this. A bale. Is that a bee? Is that a bee guy? Do not open. Her collection of CK creep shots grew again today. Oh, that's a woman. Okay. What is CK? Wait. Oh, wait. Is CK... Okay, CK is the roach. Okay. All right, so the bee... There's a lot going on here. There's a lot to take in. So the bee... creep shots on... so the bee creeps on the cockroach. Who is this a person? Is this a person? We don't know what this guy's deal is. Okay, this is Mary Hua. Okay, we figured it out. Okay, also a woman. Okay, so this is a fly. Okay, they're all women. Okay. Somehow, despite not having any brains, she is the smartest monster around. Her eyes, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to take in. All right, we have like one more chapter of this. We have to start going to the nest into the nest soon. Despite not having any brains, smart. Okay, so high intelligence, high defense, mid-range. Interesting. So is there combat in this comic? In order to control a vine, she needs it to touch a vine connected to her eye. Aster Z, the dragonfly girl. Okay, long range. Okay, a sniper. Okay, so they do get up to warfare. Pretty passive for an apex predator. I don't know a lot about the insect ecosystem. I did not know that dragonflies were apex predators. Definitely seems a little relaxed. She works for, okay, a bale. A bale venin. The anthill may not be revealed yet, but she's an important figure. A bee monster. They're not even, why, is this like, I don't understand. What are these stats? What are these stats are crazy. What the hell? Dude, these guys, okay. Why do we, how come the apex predator is like balanced? And these two are just fucking broken? What is the meta here? Dragonflies are rad. We have a lot of dragonflies by my house. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into Tog here. Looks like our new chapter of Tog isn't out yet, so that's a little disappointing. I wanted to actually get into that first, you know, get here upon release. You know, I thought I was ready. Are they supposed to come like now, or is it usually like an hour? I don't remember. But let's go ahead and get into the nest. So, the nest. Let's get some general thoughts here. Let's get some general discussion going. What did you guys think of the nest? What a great song, by the way. Again, Tog Music, guys. Subscribe to Tog Music, because that shit is good. They have a full fucking album, okay? They got a Rack theme. They have a Yuri theme. I remember hearing the Yuri theme. That was really good. We have like a little Discord server where we all post our Tog music, and he posts there. It's really sick. He's got a Viol theme. He's got a Baam theme. I like the Viol theme too. The Viol one's really good. Anyway, this guy's awesome. You guys should check him out. He's really cool. And he's a really good composer. But yeah, Nest, good until it's bad. I think I agree with that. A fun arc overall. Yeah, like honestly, I can't say I hated the Nest. I think a lot of people, I think Nest ended in such a way where a lot of people, it just sours the experience for them. I just gotta remember the good times. I just can't forget the one part of the Nest that I just like really loved the shit out of. So like overall, I can't give Nest lower than like a 6 if I was really putting it on a scale there. But yeah, some good flashbacks. Ending to conflicts were rough on the bad end of arcs. Honestly, I gotta say, Nest is like a top 10 arc for me. I think there are only like 12 arcs or something in the series so far, but like, top 10. I think I like Nest more than Floor of Death. I think I like Nest more than Floor of Death. Let me put on the thing we were listening to earlier actually. I like it more than Floor of Death. I like it more than um Hidden Floor. I like it more than Last Station. I like it a lot more than Last Station. I like it more than The Cage. I like it more. I don't know if I like it more than Walls. I would say maybe it's honestly it might be equal to Walls for me. Walls has kind of fallen in hindsight for me actually. I feel like Walls ended up not being very substantive. Like I think none of the stuff. I don't think anything from the Walls was progressed from the Nest, so that sours the Walls for me. Well, Caliban became shit, I guess. I mean, explain that a little. We've talked about this a little bit, but explain it again to me, Raj. What do you think? Why do you think the Caliban has become shit? Let's actually go to the small Caliban section that we got in the Nest. Not the small. We had plenty of Caliban in early Nest. Let's go to the part where he became shit. Let's talk about that a little bit. Caliban was a pretty. I really do like what he did in Walls. Nest was strange for this. This whole thing was so weird. The fight itself is just handled so strangely to me. I feel like this conflict was really. It ended up serving to stall more than anything. He joins Baam to beat the shit out of. Yeah. I think it's really weird. Like Nest was far better than most of what happened in the Hell Train itself. That's an interesting. I mean if we take everything, they kind of even out honestly. They kind of even out. I mean if I had to average all of Hell Train, and all of Nest together, I think Hell Train would still pull out slightly higher to me. Because I would give Nest like a 6, and I would give Hell Train like a 6.5 or something. Because we have, like, I mean, everything. I'm trying to think, like, everything from Train City through Name Hunt Station, that's like a 9, 8.5 average. And then, everything after Name Hunt Station, that's like a 5 average. I don't know. But But yeah, this is a weird one. I think Late Nest just does a phenomenal job of killing the momentum here. Because it's like I think it's kind of weird because like here's how I expected it to go, right? So we start out with Early Nest, and Early Nest is one giant battle. So, I mean, like, there are phases to it, and, like, people are all over the battlefield. They have their individual fights, but it's all in the context of one larger battle. And, I mean, you can say that for all the Nest, but specifically, they all kind of share the battlefield there. And everyone's working to the same goal. It's kind of a clusterfuck there. And their whole goal at that point is to get to the second wall. And then we get mid-Nest, and I'm classifying that as everything through the end of the white fight. So after they hit the teleporters. And that is, that's the amazing part. But that's also where, that's where all of the individuality was. That was the hide and seek. That was the dollar show, whatever, so to speak, the growth tournament. I don't know if I'd say growth tournament, but that was like the multi POV part. Yeah, that's where everyone's doing their own shit. Everyone's pursuing their own goals. You got Evan Kell wanting to go to the teleporter. You got the crab fight. You got Baam and White. You got and Baam going to Jinsung as part of that. You have like everybody's got their individual conflicts. You get the big Yami Racha fight too, and that's where I would expect. I know this. I mean, if we really wanted to follow everything to the end, I know how long that would have taken. I'm not saying all that had to be done there, but I would have expect that split to be mostly temporary. Like I would have expected, and we got this at the end, so I can't say too much. A lot of those POVs to really like be taken care of and to converge, and they were not. Like they were just not dealt with by the end of that middle section. Like by the time Baam got to the Suspendium, everybody's off doing their own thing. You got Yama and Yasracha having another fight at another destination. You have Calivan going to face Liberic at the end of that, and their thing gets stalled. You have Mashini freeing Jinsung at the same time as Baam is going to the Suspendium, and I'll talk about that later because I think that's something that really doesn't get that's something that doesn't really get focus like in the nest, but is I think very important to talk about for the nest, despite its lack of actual importance in there. And then you get you get some other shit. You get some other people scattered around. You get Sophia and the Houndborn and stuff. Crying outside. I don't know. You get McCage in his cage not doing anything. He doesn't really matter. But what I'm really trying to say here is you expect stuff to really converge again into a big thing, and it doesn't until after the Suspendium, which is a long time. And it's not that it's slow. It's not that like it's too slow to converge. It's that nothing really gets dealt with in that time. Like it's weird that while Traumare is giving his big speech to Baam and stuff, like while he's, talking about all his stuff, while Yas is giving his main flashback, it's weird that Evankel and Mule Love are just having their whole completely separate fight. It's weird that they're having a completely separate fight, doing fuck all, making no progress. It's weird that as Baam is in the Suspendium, Calivan is fighting Liberic, and then it just ends out of nowhere. Like, that's all stuff that I would still expect to think about as being in the same phase, I would expect a Calivan fight to be going on during Baam versus White. I think I feel like it would have been good to have all these things together so that it feels like things were resolved by the time things start to converge again when Traumare enters. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But yeah. Now, the other big thing, I think the thing that kills Nest more than anything is the fact that Masheni freed Jinsung. Let me see if I can find what chapter that even happens in. I think that just destroys the Nest. I think it's because the weird thing about it is, you think about why Season 3 exists, why anyone does what they do in Season 3. The answer to that is to free Jinsung. All the way from Last Station, freeing Jinsung, saving him from the army, was built up. We go get Yama's help, we go take care of Yama's problems, so he can help Baam free Jinsung. We go to the walls to, I guess protect her, awaken her, whatever the heroes, and Baam gets more firepower to bring to the Nest to free Jinsung. We're having this big war so Baam can free his master. Now, we have a lot of Jinsung fans in the chat. That's fine. That's totally, I love Jinsung as much as the next guy who, loves, Stockholm Syndrome perpetrators. I don't know. But everybody is looking out for this guy. And the whole goal of it, the last 100 chapters were to free Jinsung. We had a year hiatus trying to figure out if Jinsung would be free or not. And then here we go, Masheni frees Jinsung. All on her own. Is it this chapter? Who knows? Yeah. Well, here's Masheni. Here we get some. I can't find the one with the. I can't find the one where Jinsung is actually freed, but I will stick up the panel of Dami Mami Masheni here. So we can just look at that for this point of discussion. Masheni in a way ruined the nest. It's all her fault. At least Dragon God was happy. At least he'll be happy for whatever panel she shows up in. So at least he came out on top. But yeah, exactly. The narrative does shoot itself in the face. Like the entire reason in pretty much like 2 chapters, the entire reason for Jinsung or for this arc was destroyed. And Masheni is like, I guess Masheni's just thinking, yeah, I also thought Jinsung was gonna die. There were a million ways to kill him. For a long, long time, I thought he was gonna die, and like the way it did kept changing. I'm like, oh, Trauma Ray's here. Okay, I know he's free. I know he's back with Baam. You know, it seems like I know the escape plan is there, but you know, maybe somehow he'll sacrifice himself. And he didn't need to die. Like Jinsung, I think I would have preferred if Jinsung died. I honestly don't believe he offers a lot, and especially with the couple of chapters that we have gotten since he's been freed, I don't think he adds anything. But you know, it's not. There are hypothetically things for him to do, and I understand the political value of keeping Jinsung alive. Like, I know he's a valuable commodity. Apparently for the Ha family, which I don't like that, personally. I don't like that he's valuable to the Ha family. I kind of wish he was just in FUG and, like, disowned by them. But I get it. I hypothetically get it, even though we really have absolutely no info on how that dynamic works. Actually, no. You know what? I do have a slight problem with it. I do have a slight problem with Jinsung being political capital for the Ha family. And the reason is, in Name Hunt Station, nobody fucking knew who this guy was. Like, nobody, his own family member, his own ranker family member didn't recognize him. If he was actually a valuable family member, that doesn't fly. That doesn't fly with me. Like, I get it. It's explainable. It's one of those instances where it's explainable, but it doesn't make it good. It doesn't make it good. I think it's silly, but whatever. That's a minor thing anyway. But yeah, I think for this, like, I'd really want. I'm fine with I'm fine if he teaches Baam the Dragon Tiger Gate, honestly. He should be a disgrace. He killed a bunch of family members. Like, he should not be someone they want to deal with. Like, I'll kind of get it if Urine is somehow close to him, you know, because he's like a grandchild or something. Like, I'll get it. I'll allow it, you know? But like, this is the same family that we saw the Chi and He flashback for. This is the same family that has a hit out on Yura and wanted to kill her mom for, like, marrying, you know, the cursed species or something. I think it's really silly that they would, like, really want. I think it's really silly that they would want Jinsung back, as powerful as he is. I don't know. Maybe it's for this like brewing conflict between the families that I think we've heard, like, some vague stuff about. But it's weird to me. It strikes me as odd, and it strikes me as, like, insubstantial. I think it's just a reason. Just kind of a reason for SIU to not have to kill Jinsung off. But I don't know what he's going to be used for. Maybe there's a stronger foe that Jinsung will sacrifice himself to help kill later in the future. I don't know, in a later arc. But if he doesn't do it against a family head, I don't know what, you know? I just don't know what in that case. Maybe he'll help kill Looselek so Baam can truly reform FUG. But yeah, I think this was a bit of a waste. I don't have faith in SAU to not whitewash the Ha. Don't think having an arbitrary value to Jinsung in spite of his actions is necessarily. I get it. He is a relatively important person in terms of, like, people in that family. I don't think the Ha family should like him. But, you know, maybe he has other uses. Maybe Urine could, like, make him a spy within FUG. You know what would be cool, actually? This isn't going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now. This is not going to happen. But hypothetically, it could be cool if... And this only happens if the Ha family doesn't get whitewashed, which is just not going to happen. That's just not going to be the case, to be honest. If Urine made... Like, if Urine found out, like, about, like, Jinsung knowing the irregular, if Urine tried to use Jinsung's relationship with Baam to bring him to the Ha family, like, that would be kind of cool. I think that would be cool. It doesn't really seem like a Urine thing to do, to be quite honest. But I don't know, maybe not Urine. Maybe, like, if Urine has, like, her own, like, Kirin, you know? Like Traumare does. Like, maybe someone in that position could do something like that. Who knows? Although then Jinsung would, you know, probably just be able to kick his teeth in, though. But, I don't know. Do you guys think... And I think... I will say I think the answer is yes here. Do you guys think that Traumare was always going to come to the nest? I think the answer is yes. One of the twins. That's possible, yeah. Actually, I could see that. I kind of forget. I mentioned them earlier, but I kind of forget them. Because I'm kind of curious about it. Because my thing about it is he changes the game so much that I wouldn't expect him to come, like, when he did. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I feel like pacing-wise, it's impossible to give Nest a clean end. Like, it's impossible to give Nest a clean end if he appears. So I'm kind of curious as to what, like, SIU's plan to end this arc would originally have been. I think I've, like, heard some stuff around that, but I don't know. I don't know what, like, the real deal is. But it's like especially that they teleport with him in the last chapter. And let me actually go here. I think it's this one. Oh boy. Oh, we get the fan service. I miss looking at Lily all now makes me miss the name hunt station art. So, like, they teleport and everything, right? I will say I have a little bit to say about this chapter, by the way. We don't really get anything with it, but the important part is that the important part that I want, we'll use the last chapter for it. Baam. Here we go. So yeah, Baam, like, landing with Traumare here, it just keeps him in the thick of it, which is, like, that's not a bad thing in and of itself. But I think I feel like if we're ending a battle that's supposed to be as major as the Nest is, to keep him right with Traumare, this huge threat, is weird to me, because it's like you don't get time for, like, a falling action. You don't really get time to, like, rest there. Like, even though in this next chapter it looks like we're starting a new arc, right? It looks like, and what is this called? Yeah, this is the warp arc. We're starting a new section, either of, you know, the Nest saga, or we're just, you know, starting a new arc altogether. For everyone else, this is kind of a falling action. But then for Baam, it's not a falling action. So going forward, what I would want to see is, I mean, I really want Baam to get a rest here, honestly. I think Baam has so much to think about, especially now that he's separated. Like, we had that thing before he went in the Suspendium, right? Where... we had the thing where he went in the Suspendium, where he's saying, you know, like, shit's really fucking tough. You know, I had that dark chain shit, but as long as my friends Kun and Mr. Mr. Rack are with me, everything's gonna be okay. And, you know, now they're not with him. I think we all saw that coming. I think we all saw that one coming. But, you know, that gives him a shitload to think about. That gives him so much to process. I mean, honestly, this would be a really good time for, like, the demon to come. This would be a time for the Thrissas to talk to him. Or like, the souls and shit, you know? I think that's kind of what we need now. We need Baam to The reason I think it's weird that Traumare is still with him is because this is a really good time for Baam to take stock of what the heck happened. And I think it's very hard for, like, a reader to kind of view everything in retrospect, like when they're reading the story, if we don't get, like, a downtime chapter. So I really want that to come soon. It kind of came soon for everyone else, but they're also, like, thrust in new situations, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to see that. Anyway, this was the end of the Nest episode. It's also really weird. This is a weird thing. I don't hate this. I mean, this is phenomenal. I don't hate this, but right here at the end of the Nest, we have, like, the LaFav quote. I don't know where you all went, but good luck. End of Nest episode. What kind of ending is that? Like, I love LaFav. You guys know I love LaFav. What the fuck is this? What does this have to do? This is such a stupid way to end it. I'm not arguing with you there, Cheesy. This is a phenomenal. I love this panel. It even looks like she's standing on the ground. That's hard for SIU to do nowadays. No shadow either. And it still looks like she's standing. This looks like a lightsaber. Can I just say this actually looks like a lightsaber? Also, wait, can we zoom in here? Dude, she's still not holding it right. She's still not holding the fucking gun right. Oh my god. What is that? She's like barely grabbing it. That's so funny. But yeah. Yeah, we have Liberic off screen. That was such a the Calivan Liberic one especially is really bad. I think we kind of moved away from this topic, but going back to Calivan and Liberic, I really wish we had more substantial. I like Calivan as an antagonist to Baam a lot. But this whole, like, part of Zahar's plan thing, like, oh, it's part of Zahar's plan, I can't break the portal now. Oh, I gotta stop him. Like, oh my god, that fight was such a fucking waste. Finish what you fucking started, Calivan. Like, I don't even care if you want to go against the army now. Just make the goddamn choice. Like, what is he gonna do now? Is he gonna try to finish his fight? I feel like I've heard people say that he might, like, finish his fight. I don't know if I can believe that. I actually don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like it's all moot now. But I don't know what's next for them. I really don't like that was an inconclusive ending. I almost would have rather that Calivan died here. Look at the Pobito reading the book. He got half glasses. Let me see. Is that this chapter? I think it is. Oh, the monocle or whatever. What the fuck is this? This is so stupid. Why does he have... I kind of get it. Like, this, it makes sense. It makes, like, the design here kind of makes sense. I still don't like it. It looks silly. I think this is intentional, honestly. I will say, I am invested in the Pobito Brothers subplot, like the brand, or sorry, not Pobito Brothers, the Lopo Bia Bros subplot. I was actually, okay, like, ever since they had that thing about, like, being lost in the middle area, I was excited for them to get lost. I was like, oh, dude, like, these guys look chill as fuck. I would love to just have, like, an arc of them just being lost in the middle area for, like, 200 chapters. You know, they come back, they get right to 134. It's so funny. It's so funny. I love the the costumes, too. They look like Doro Hedoro characters. Perseus is so fucking tall, too. It's crazy. I love the owl drip, also. I do love the owl drip. I legitimately think he looks cool. I like Padidi. I like Perseus and Holland. I like these guys a lot, so I'm, like, excited. I am excited. All evils are to be considered with the good that is in them, and with what worse attends them. According to this passage, if being a castaway is your misfortune, then consider it a blessing to have ended up on Pobido's great and magnanimous battleship at the end of your journey. And I love how they just hate literature. I love how they just fucking hate, like, they just hate these guys. Did something happen outside? I like this. I like this Rachel and Yura entrance. Honestly, Rachel looks pretty good. She actually looks like pretty good. She may or may not have wished for an improved appearance. Do you guys think she made the wishes? Honestly, I don't actually think she has made her wishes yet. I don't know what they are. I don't even know what they would be. Now I've seen it all. That was not what the translation was. I'm so sure of that. That's not what the raw translation had. I don't know what they did have, but it wasn't that. There's a warp fleet on the battleship? Now I've seen it all. What does that even mean? I don't even think she understands what she was saying. Nobody fucking has context for that. A warp fleet carrying some unidentified rankers just... What? A warp fleet? You've seen an irregular. You've seen Urek Mazino. Yet that's it. That's a rare incident. Now I've seen it all? Don't fucking... That's so stupid. That's such a stupid thing to say in this situation. You have seen way crazier things than this, Rachel. She saw a man slowly poison a bird to death for weeks. Alright? This is nothing. This is a Tuesday compared to that. This is a normal Tog Tuesday. But this is like a pretty interesting, like, we're back in a multi-perspective situation. Which is a little weird to me, because, like, we were just in a multi-perspective situation. I don't know. Anyway, I also don't know what these guys are planning. I don't really know. What do you guys think the boss and Macheni are on about right now? Do you think this is... Dude, what if this is Wangnan, dude? What if this could be Wangnan? He has the scar. He has the sword scar. It could be him. Do you think... Alright, this is gonna be crazy. What's up, man? Nest has completely ruined Baam's character? I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't think Baam is any worse than before the Nest. I will talk about Baam, too. Honestly, Baam is no worse at the end of the Nest than he was when he started the Nest. I still think the Don't Look Away is still the least favorite Baam actually, I don't know. I think my least favorite Baam moment is like a solid tie between the line in Hidden Floor and the Don't Look Away monologue with himself. I've never seen such disingenuous writing than that moment. I still can't believe that people, like, no offense if you believe that, but, like, I can't believe people believe that. I can't believe people get engaged in that. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Like, wow, Baam is so raw here. No, he's not, dude. He's gonna change in, like, 10 chapters, and you know it, and he did. I was completely correct. Anyway, what is Macheni even doing here? In due fairness. But you need to see Kieran get out of his chair. I also want to say, I like Kieran. He doesn't really have any, like, character or anything. But I love Kieran. I just like him. He's like Charlie. I like him. Or not Charlie. He's like who's someone else? He's like McCage or so. Well, I don't like McCage really. McCage is just bad Alpathion. That's true. They only I guess so. I don't know, but you still get a certain Tower of God sub-community that really buys into that and everything else. The same group of people that really like the hug, the all lives are oh my god, dude, can we go to Consent Bomb real quick? Can we find Consent Bomb? What chapter is that in? Alright, here we go. Please give me the consent monologue. All creatures, all consent. Here we go. Oh, is this the next chapter? It's the next chapter, isn't it? I like Traumaray, actually. I wish Traumaray killed people. I would have really enjoyed if he killed people here. But I really like Traumare's whole deal. Like he's pretty much exactly what like I want a family head to be. Like someone who's like so old and so disconnected. Like he just like says outlandish shit and expects it to be normal because he like can get whatever. Wait, he killed McCage. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Wait. No, he didn't kill McCage. You're kidding me. Did he really? I'm gonna believe you, dude. I would believe you. I didn't read this part very closely. Top 10 light bearers in Tower of God. I kind of want to see this. Weya. Who's Weya? Is he dead? No, he's not. No way. What? No way. He died? Oh my god. Oh, he died this week. Oh, no wonder. Okay, yeah, I don't know what happens in these chapters, to be honest. No way. Okay, so Traumare finally killed somebody, and it was a member of, like, his own, practically his own military. He only killed one of his own guys? Come on. Are you kidding me? Where is he? He's floating? Wait, where? Yeah, where? There's Sophia. You guys are gonna look silly when he wakes up later. Oh my god, look at this, is such a bad battle. I love the rack pog though. I don't know why, there's something weird about how SIU draws Kun. Now, I don't like the suit. I gotta put it out. I don't like the way Hua's drawn. Honestly, Hua's like, this is not a big thing. Hua's just not attractive to me. Hua just does not look good to me, honestly. She looks like Femryu. Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right. Wait, where was he? Wait. Did I miss it? Not like Hua's never attractive to me, just like now, like with the red suit. That thing is ugly. Who wears that? Your hair is already red. You have a lot of it. You don't need more. Oh my god, is that him? That's McCage? Oh my god, I didn't recognize him. Ah, thank god. Thank god the family head gave her a shield to withstand his own attack. Alright, so Traumare killed one guy. He killed one guy, and it was on his side. I hate the nest. I hate it. I'm telling you guys, Zahard is the underdog. He can't win. He cannot win. Traumare doesn't want to kill Baam anymore. He wants to get him married and in the family. He wants like a son-in-law. The other family heads aren't gonna kill him either. Gustang is actively betraying him. Edwan doesn't like him apparently. Yurin will do what she wants. Nobody likes this guy. He's got nothing. Killed that fraud. Oh my god. Literally, like, nothing is going Zahard's way, dude. Nest was such a horrible arc for his side. He lost like a core and a half in this one battle. I always like how Karik is drawn. I think Karik always looks really cool. So we get this point of view. Alright, we get the... Oh, wait. I legitimately did not even remember that Meyer and Candide were here. Wait. Okay, this is gonna be kind of crazy. Do you guys think Pudidi and Candide are related? I know they're like different, they have like completely different animals, like, you know, one is an owl and one has sea urchins, but I mean, their names are alike. Think about it. Maybe they just get like random animals, you know? We still don't know what kind of animal Lilial and Chilial have. There's a flower ship. I also like I actually really like how the Pobido ship has been characterized. Like, they're all, like, researchers. They all look nerdy. I actually think it's, like, super cool. Like, the Lopobias, I think the Lopobias are, like, a really diverse family. Adopted. Yeah, maybe the sea urchin family's, like, dead and Pudidi, like, adopted her. I think it's actually, like, the Lopobia are, like, pretty diverse. But they all have, like, drip. They all have, like, a lot of drip and stuff. And they all have, like, animal gear. So, like, they kind of have that unifying them. And then these guys are all, like, nerds. And they all read books and shit. Now, I do think it's a little weird. I will say, I think it's a little weird that, like, they're, like, the science family, right? But they're also, like, I'm not saying you can't be into more than one thing. Like, all they have, like, a literature thing going now. If we're going by logic, when Baam refused Trom's offer, Trom would have killed Jinsung, Cha, and every... You're also correct. You're completely correct. 1,000,000% correct. Why they're people read where they want to, man. Why are you complaining about that? All right, now think about it. Actually, I'll give you the real explanation. So, like, right off screen, like here, right? Like, right here, there's, like, a table. And these guys got so scared. Like, they just shot back, you know? They just shot back, like, 20 feet and fell out. That's what happened. Yeah, no, the plot... I really think the Baam shit is so stupid. Like, I actually saw people... I'm not gonna... I can't be too mad about it, but, like, you know, people can like what they want, but I saw people, like, praising it. I was like... They were like, yeah, go Baam! You tell them! I'm like, oh my god. You are an idiot. Do not go Baam. Baam is literally saying... And this is... There's a lot of reasons I don't like this. This is honestly like a character ruining moment for Baam. This is a massive hypocrisy moment. Where is it, dude? Come on. Here we go. This is actually like a massive hypocrisy moment. Like, I don't mind. It's like not like an out of character monologue for Baam to give, like, generally. But in the situation, in the situation, it's just incredibly idiotic. But beyond that, like saying, he refuses, like, he doesn't, like, he wants their consent if they're gonna marry. Like, and that's, I mean, you know, I love consent. I love consent. I love it as much as the next guy, you know. It's a great thing. I love consent. Putting that out there. But in this situation, this is like directly antithetical to everything that he went through in Dark Change. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, he's saying I would rather refuse your offer and oppose you here with Jinsung, with LaFave, I'm sure he's friends with LaFave, with everybody. I would rather do that than get married and save everyone here in the moment, despite having the huge revelation in Dark Change that, oh shit, I dragged everybody into this. I wish none of it ever happened. I wish things could just go back to normal. This is so far removed from his thoughts there. It's just there's no consistency. Even though, like, it's kind of hype out of context that he rejects the offer. It's kind of hype that he'd rather fight him, but just in the situation, it's horrible. It completely destroys Dark Change as if it wasn't destroyed already, you know? And it's a real bad look for SIU, I think. And it's even worse that Traumaray, it's even worse that he, like, doesn't kill anything. It's even worse. Like, he should have just killed people, you know? Who cares if Kan Hong comes back? Also, look, these guys are, like, regulars or, like, regular rankers, right? Kan Hong is a B rank regular, right? They are in the midst of the all creatures Shinwan Ryu. How are they alive? This is a family head. This is a family head. These guys should be dead. These guys should be dead right now. They should be dead. These guys should have died immediately. Sophia Tan, you know, maybe she's doing some lighthouse shit. You know, maybe. Okay, whatever. But I need to, like, maybe actually, you know what? Maybe that happened. Can we, like, take a quick... I don't think that happened. I don't think that happened. I don't believe it. Until I reread the nest. Until I reread all of it. Did his octopus actually die here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't care, man. As long as Cobalt lives, then they can do whatever they want. As of this moment, your fate will be... Like, this is kind of badass. Like, I really like Traumare when he's talking. I just don't like that he doesn't kill anyone. Like, he's really laying it down. If you refuse, your master and your friends trapped in the suspendium. First of all, is that a mistranslation? There is nobody trapped in the suspendium. What is he talking about? He broke out of the suspendium. There's no consistency. Sums up the entirety of Nest from Baam to Dewan killing people for... Can we talk? That's such a minor thing, but it makes me mad. It really does make me mad that SIU did that with Dewan. I thought that Dewan was such a good character, literally until the Karaka thing. Like, until that stuff with Karaka, I thought Dewan was a good character. And that's just not the case anymore. Like, SIU's... I feel like I've kind of a bold thing, and I think this is legit what I believe, and I think SIU is a worse writer for it. I think that SIU saw that people didn't like Dewan, because I know Dewan's not a popular character. I think SIU saw that people didn't like her, and so he actually went out of his way to, like, make her look stupid, and just, like, put her in a more minor, like, more, like, kind of temperamental comic relief role. I legitimately think that's what happened. No, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's only in the server. I think, like, I don't know. Really? I'll have to look. You might be right. You might be right. But I don't. I could see it. I don't think Dewan's very popular though. But I don't know. But the Team Killer Dewan is very bad. I really dislike it, because that's another. It's just, you guys are completely correct. Like, there's just it's just another thing. That's just another thing. That's just completely turned around now. At least Tra. At least SIU didn't ruin Cha by virtue of not giving anything to begin with. Can I also just say how SIU better be planning something with Cha? There better be a good fucking reason. Okay, there better be a really good fucking reason that Cha and not Karaka is in that ship with Baam. I better have a really good explanation on that, because that's just criminal. That's criminal. I need to know why SIU is so determined to not have Karaka be with Jinsung. Like, what is going on there? And I'll tell you, I'll harp on this until the end of time. This whole saving Jinsung thing, it's not. There is a misattribution of responsibility here. It's not Baam. It is not Baam. Baam, like, took point on everything. Everyone makes Baam take point on everything because they see, you know, the miracle kid, the Wunderkind here. I also thought Dewan was going to be an antagonist, by the way, and she would have been a good one. But wait, what was I saying? I totally forgot. He's cool. He's kind of cool. I don't really like him. I think he's boring, to be honest. I don't really like Cha. But he's not, like, horrible. He's not like a bad character. He punches things. Dude, what was I literally just saying? I had a point. I had, like, a huge point here. It was big. It was a big one. Anyway, but yeah, I don't like that. So yeah, like, oh, right, the Karaka thing. What do I think about the twins? Namo and Sola, or Lilial and Shilio? Yeah, Karaka not being with Baam. This whole thing was Karaka's. Karaka was the one that was like, we need to go to Yama so we can get his help to save Jinsung. That was Karaka. Like, Karaka actually planned, like, a fair amount of this. It was spearheaded by Karaka. Baam did the, well, not just did. Baam did the legwork. But Karaka got the ball rolling on this. So I actually think Karaka was, like, hugely mistreated in this arc. We really need, like, a big Karaka arc. Shilial, no. No. Don't apologize. Don't apologize, Cheesy. Do not apologize for that. I completely agree with you. I don't know if if anyone remembers my top 100 characters list, then they would of course know that I think Shilial is like 10 slots higher than Lilial on my list. I like both of them. I'll also say Namo and Sola are the other twins. Namo and Sola are not I feel like they're nothing more than a meme. I don't really like either of them. I don't think they had any utility besides being more firepower for Baam's side. That's actually, I think that's the worst thing that Tower of God does, like in general, like more than anything that I don't enjoy in Tower of God. The biggest one is that it's so easy for me to see a character and just think that they're there as firepower for a certain side. And that makes me mad. Like that, because I think like SIU gives these guys like decent characterization and decent like origins and stuff. Like the backstories are so good. And we'll end on a good note here too. We'll end on what I love about the Nest. Like he'll give these characters like flashbacks and stuff. He'll give them origins. He'll give them some motivations and stuff. But he just won't do anything with them. He'll just turn them into like pawns on the battlefield. And I really don't enjoy that. Like Mule Love had nothing. Oh, is the chapter out now? I would love to react to the well, not react, but like, I'd love to discuss the chapter. It's not out. You've tricked me. Do you feel good about that? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's not out yet. I guess maybe in like a minute, maybe in a minute it'll come up. I guess it is 9 now. Probably missed like a daylight savings thing here. But yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it because we'll have more things to discuss for it. By the way, I'll say right now, in a few weeks, we have to schedule it, but in a few weeks, I talked to a YouTuber that I really like, Haku of the Tubes, as well as our boy Naya D. Hemmings. And they've both agreed to come on and have an in-depth Nest discussion in a couple weeks. I'm trying to wait for the hiatus so we can really get like everything as a whole, and we don't have to worry about like raw spoilers or anything. But I'm really excited for that. And I've had Naya on before, and that was a really good time. And I like Haku a lot. I think he has a lot of really cool stuff. His content's really good too. So definitely check him out on YouTube as well. If you haven't seen them both already. But yeah, so we have to get this. I actually wanted to have that stream like today-ish. When I was like initially thinking about it, I wanted to have it like when that last chapter came out, where it had like End of the Nest. But now that we have a hiatus coming up, I think it's better to just wait for the hiatus and we get everything. But yeah. So like with these characters, like SIU introduced so many new characters into the Nest, and I'm not the kind of person that complains about character bloat, honestly. I actually think like most of the characters are like decent. Like White Garment has characterization. It's the utilization. It's just the way that they're utilized. It's like SIU will bring Mule Love back, and he like doesn't have anything for Mule Love. He just has a fight. And he did like a cool thing with using blue ore in a cool way, but it's like there was no reason for Mule Love to be in that fight with Sicarius and White Garment. Like there's no stakes for him to be there. Nothing really happens if he dies besides, oh, we might get a little sad if Mule Love died, but like he didn't have anything to prove here. It was a cameo for Naya. Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's out. It's out. We can talk about it. Here we go. Rachel Lahell. All right, where's Baza? Where's Baza? Don't tell him. Please don't tell him. Okay, all right, so we get these girls again. Phenomenal. All right. What? There's a warp fleet on the battleship? Now I've seen it all. It's so silly. Who are the castaways? Their pockets are turned off so they can't be identified. I love that. You can just turn off a pocket. You can't hack into it if it's turned off. I like casual Rachel and Yura. Very happy about this. They look good. Rachel looks mega cute. I'm just going to put that out there. She looks like super cute. Let me get this ping off my screen. Here we go. SIU knew. Yeah, he did. Alright, so yeah, they're shipwrecked. I don't know why they... I don't know where they get these conclusions from. I'm curious. I should ask the family head for permission to go check them out later. I have something to finish for... I don't know what she's finishing. Let's go. Alright, so we get the team. Alright, so we have... This has to be our crafter's daughter. This just looks like what our crafter's daughter would wear. So we have Acker Young. We have our crafter's daughter. We have this guy. Do we know who this is? Is this Michael? That might be Michael. Wait, it could be Urek's daughter. Dude, how sick would it be? How sick would it be if Urek joined FUG? How sick would that be? Not that sick at all. It would kind of be antithetical to Urek. I will say, I feel like I've talked about this with Raj like once. Urek and Rachel would be a good team up. Like I can think of legitimate reasons for both of them to team up. Like I think Rachel would actually be like invested in finding a way out of the tower with Urek. I think they're both kind of freedom oriented, honestly. All right, little bit. There's no real reason to bomb pose here. I don't know what there is to be stressed about. Something's a little weird about this. This looks like a little blocky to me. It's like the legs. It's the legs specifically. I like a little blocky. But oh well. A warp. Meanwhile, Gustang on the Lopobia battleship. Aren't they supposed to be called motherships and not battleships? It could be the shorts. It could just be... Maybe the shorts are too... Let me look. Yeah. You know... This leg looks kind of weird to me, actually. It, like, curves in... I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not a drawer. Alright, so we have the battleship. We got Gusang. Wait. Okay, so these guys came on Gustang's battleship. Alright, so we have Vicente and Aguero with Gustang. Fun. You do not want to run into Gustang like this. Where did this floating ship suddenly come from? Now, explain to me how these guys randomly warp right in front of Lopobia Gustang. Pobido Gustang's mothership. How do they get that? Lopobia created a gate and warps, so that must be either Lopobia forces or Jihad's forces. From the look of it, it's probably one of Jihad's floating ships. Lord Gustang! What is it? A stranded floating ship was just discovered. A stranded floating ship? That's 2 floating ships. Muskeni has an inside man and got the core. Yeah. Everyone on board is a ranker. We haven't managed to determine their exact identities. But judging by... Oh, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's what happened. Well, I was thinking that they, like, since LaFave blew up the warp gate, like, it messed things up, but I don't know. I have so little idea about how any of it actually... Like, I know what was supposed to happen. I have so little idea of how any of it actually worked that I'm, like, confused. But it's whatever. Judging by the serial number on the warp fleet, it's likely the Lopobia family. Lopobia? Haven't heard of them. Alright, capture them all alive. Phenomenal. Gustang does need new glasses. I don't like these. I saw a discussion in Raws, but uh-oh. Wait, also it didn't work before since the walls probably did. Yeah, okay. Why would one of Lopobia's floating ships be shipwrecked here? In that case, this floating ship here in front of me It's probably from the nest. Wow, he's very smart. Get the docking ship station nearby, as close to it as possible, and send me the cords. I'm taking the floating ship here with me. Yeah, just drag it with you. Warp slick communication should have only worked after the walls got blown off. Okay. That makes sense. He looks weird here. What about your meeting with the head of the Lopobia family? I'll reschedule it. I've already accomplished what I set out to do today anyway. Now here's my question. What did he set out to do today? He didn't do anything. Literally nothing happened. He just scared Kieran a little bit and killed a bunch of people. Yeah, he blew a bunch of shit up. But he didn't really do any, like, substantial damage to the family. I mean, he only did anything if he knew that Traumare didn't really kill anyone, which he wouldn't know. I think I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking maybe he thinks, oh, these guys were from the nest. If that's the case, it looks like somebody escaped the nest. That must mean that I kept Traumare from killing everyone, so I have succeeded. That's got to be it. That's the only material objective I could say he accomplished. I am heading out. Oh, goodbye. I'm out. Or he thinks the battle's over. Yeah, but like no, but that wouldn't mean he like accomplished anything. That would just mean the battle ended. So like he has to think that he played a part in that somehow if he's gonna say he accomplished anything. Oh boy. Oh no, Aguero, you're stroking out. Vicente, you're stroking out. Goodbye. Here we go. Right after the warp. This does not look like it flies. On the warp fleet with Baam and Traumare on board. And Jinsung and Cha. Look at this guy. Shoot, I can't believe we warped with the family head. This is an appropriate time to bomb pose. This is the appropriate time for it. This makes sense to me. I didn't see this coming. Where did we warp to? I don't think we're near the battleship. This guy just probably, his breath is so bad, he needs a mask. He needs like a metal mask. Keep the stank from coming out. He hasn't brushed his teeth in 10,000 years. I can definitely sense it. He's not far. So this is Gustang, I assume? Are they all on the same floor? Is everybody on the... Did these guys all... Lilial's floating ship, Gustang's mothership, are they all in the same place right now? Jinsung, put down your hands. Remember what Baam said about hostility? Oh my god. Yeah. He's not far. Gustang. Don't be nervous. Ugh, I'm so nervous. Cha's ready too. Why would I kill the boy who's going to be my son-in-law? Oh dear. I said no. Oh, if you say no again, I'll actually kill you. Oh jeez. Now you even have the person I wanted to hide more than anything in the world with you. If you refuse to join me, then there's no... It's probably... You said person. I assume that's Leviathan. I don't know what Johann sounds like, but I would just assume it's like a regular German guy. Probably sounds like Dieter. And I love you. This isn't good. If we keep refusing like this, it'll kill us all. We need something to persuade the family head to let us live. What if we make a counter? I love how a counter offer would work. I love how Traumare is like, no, you're gonna get married to someone from my family. The most important part of marriage is ensuring that both people consent to it. We're not necessarily opposed to the idea of a marriage with the Lopobia family. How about you give Viol a choice as well? A choice? He doesn't even say Baam. Oh wait, he can't say Baam. He can't. I forgot. He can't say it, because then that would, have the Arlene implications. I keep forgetting they, like, only know he's an irregular. They don't know that he's, like, Arlene's son, or not son. Kind of, maybe, slightly son, you know? Yes, I think that Viola and I should at least know whether the potential marriage partners proposed by the Lopobia family are suitable for marriage. An opportunity to evaluate them for ourselves. Why don't we have a tournament? The marriage tournament arc. It'll be a tournament where marrying Viola is the prize. What? What on earth is he talking about? A tournament? For what? This sounds like something out of an old fairy tale. Why is everyone else deciding who I'm going to marry? It's a great question. Master, what are you talking about? Shh, Viol. This is absurd. You didn't even ask me how I feel. Why would anyone join a tournament to marry me anyway? I don't like this one bit. Viol, we're not actually deciding who you're going to marry. I'm just trying to buy some time. Bro, he's just trying to con him right now. I kind of like it. I'll say it. I am not opposed to a marriage tournament arc. Besides, who would actually take part in a ridiculous tournament? You're in for a rude awakening, Jinsung. I mean, come on, marrying an FUG candidate, Slayer candidate? No thanks. This was your idea in the first place. Even if someone decides to participate, I have a plan, so don't worry. He does not have a fucking plan. SIU doesn't even have a plan. Jinsung sure as hell doesn't have a plan. I'll make sure you don't have to marry anyone. You have a point. I really wish Traumare had, like, good hearing, so he could hear all that. Alright, we'll have a tournament. I'll allow people from outside my family to take part as well. If the winner of the tournament ends up being from the Lopobia family, then you won't complain, right? Now, if he marries someone else, can't Traumare just kill him? Won't Traumare just... Oh, guess he's not going to be mine. Time to die, Baam. I don't know. That's right. Master! We're really doing this? He's not in his right mind either. Yep, this is even better because it gives me an excuse to allow you into our family. That's phenomenal. This is even better. Great idea, Jinsung. Let's make it quick. I have other important business to attend to, so I don't want to drag this on for too long. This won't be as long as the Nest Arc Baam. The tournament will be in month... Oh my god. Please, dude. Please. Stop. No more 1 month. No more 1 month arcs. No more 1 month rest periods. I know I said... Okay, I know I said I wanted downtime, but like... Stop with the 1 month shit, okay? So much shit in this story happens in a month. I hate it. We'll decide the place. I'll send out secret notices to the various families and organizations to gather participants. Then the participants will compete against each other, and the winner will marry the irregular. Do you agree to that? Yes. I like how his sleeves are ripped off. It's so funny. I can't believe this is happening. Seriously? What's going on? Why do I suddenly feel cold? It's summer here. Yeah, I don't know why it has to be secret. Maybe it has to be secret because he doesn't want Jihad to know that he's not currently killing the irregular, you know? Shiver. Lord Traumare. Kieran? Lord Traumare, you can take your time coming to the battleship, sir. Sure, I'm not sure why, but one of Jihad's war fleets appeared at the gate. And Lord Gustang disappeared with the floating carrier. Yeah, literally. The heat from the towel is just dissipating. Gustang disappeared? With the floating carrier? Respond! Respond! Stranded floating carrier! Do you read me? Oh my god. Alright, so now Lilial is talking to Traumare. Looks like your coordinates were lost and you warped somewhere else. Alright, she's kind of mad. Judging from the size of the ship, there must be someone pretty important for the family on board. But who could be more important than a princess of Jihad? How could someone so powerful be shipwrecked? Lilial's there. Come and pay the proper respects to the princess. What a spoiled girl. Lilial Jihad? The Jihad princess from the Lopobia who was in the name hunt? Why her of all people? Nice. Okay, the first candidate for the competition. Tell her to connect to passes the war fleet and wait by the door. Okay, alright. They're mad. The family head announces himself. The family head? Is that all? In that case. I'll take my time, huh? Wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I love these little, you know, like eye socket things. He does it with Rachel. Did he just say the family head? What's Lord Traumery doing here? Ah! Ah! Alright. Alright, so there. He doesn't drink. Base Traumery. They're just screaming. They're just screaming in the background. Lord Traumery must be a pretty big... Lord Traumery must be a pretty big deal, seeing that even one of Jihad's princesses... Baam, are you an idiot? I love how Baam is like... Baam is like, this guy could kill me at any second. I am going to die. And he's like, this Traumery guy? He sounds like kind of a big deal. I mean, even a princess. Baam, you hang out with Andrasi. What do you expect? I'm heading over. I might have met my future son-in-law sooner than expected. Yeah, I love that. I really love that he keeps calling him son-in-law. It's so funny. Did we get the Traum emote this chapter? Oh my god, we do. Oh, there's so much. This is such a long chapter. Why does so little happen in a chapter this long? This is insane. It's an honor to see you, sir. Allow me to present myself. I am Lily al-Jihad of Lopobia, Princess of Jihad. I didn't expect to see you here like this. I apologize. Oh, that's her talking. She's so nervous. I am actually shaking so much that don't admit that. That's embarrassing. I know. I understand. Dude, good dad trauma. Lift your head. Nope. Droops it further. Lift your head. How could I look at you? Not me, bitch. Your future husband. Uh-oh. Pardon, sir? You literally can't get married. How is this gonna work? Literally, how is this gonna work? She has to like give up being a princess. There's gonna be like a death sentence put on her head. Jovial Grace? He is not handsome. I'm gonna level with you. He's just not handsome. Did you guys, oh, by the way, did you guys know it's Baam week this week? Their Twitter's advertising it. What's he doing here?
Slayer candidate! Why the hell are you with Lord Traumery?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lord Traumery. I didn't mean to insult the Slayer candidate in your presence. Not Baam's best panel. I just don't like Baam's hair. It's not good. It's not good hair. I don't know, man. I feel like you put an acorn on anyone's head. You put like an acorn haircut on anyone's head and Koreans just go wild over it. They're like, oh my god. Oh my god, he could be in a band. Try to control myself better. Have you two met before? Longer hair would be okay, yeah. Must be fate that we all met like this, so let me take this opportunity to explain everything. He is only a Slayer candidate now, but there is a chance that he might be your husband in the future. What do you mean, sir? My husband? But he's the head of a bunch of criminals. Why would I marry someone so cruel and dishonest? Wait a minute. Based on what I remember from the name hunt, you were the dishonest one, not me. That's not true. Well, kind of it. Wait. That's not really true, actually. She wasn't really dishonest about anything. I don't know. I don't think she lied to anyone. Baam wore a wig, so he technically was dishonest. People thought he had long hair. He had short hair. Shut up. You're an evil bastard, and I'm a goddamn sweetheart of a princess. That's how this is supposed to be. That was not... Now I'll say that was not what the translation was. But that is better than what the translation was. Whatever it may have been. So, props to line there. It hasn't been decided yet, though. You'll have to defeat the other competitors in order to marry him. We are in pure slapstick mode. Can I just say, we went from like everybody has to run the fuck away from Traumery because he's gonna fucking kill everybody. we went from that to what? I'm getting married? What? Master? You can't make them have a competition to marry me. I don't want to be married. Baam, we're not gonna marry anyone. It's just a trick. I got a plan. Trust me, bro. Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh my god. We can put it up. We can put the emote up. In 24 hours. In 24 hours, when we can put the chapter in chapter discussion, we can put the Trauma Ray emote up on our server. You're so loud. Sorry, sir. I'm just so confused. Lord Traumery, I'm not sure what's going on, but that boy, the Slayer candidate, is the ringleader of a bunch of lawless, vicious thugs. How could a princess of Jihad like me possibly marry him? What do you mean I have to compete with others to marry him? I can't accept this. That's true. Yeah, I'm sure there's a competition IRL to marry SIU. You must. This is what I've decided. I'm going to gather girls who are interested in marrying. He's literally giving Baam a harem. We're going to hold a tournament. If the winner's from the Lopobia family, I'm going to take this boy from Thug and make him the heir to the Lopobia family. What's he talking about? So I want you to take part in the tournament as well, making him the heir, marrying the Slayer candidate. I'm supposed to. How come? I feel like Padiddy would be a great heir. What's up, Thos? Hope you enjoy your weekend. Hope you enjoyed your time at the beach. And I'm supposed to compete? I know this is an order from the family head, but I simply can't obey it. This is so backwards and insulting and humiliating, it makes no sense. How could he order me, a princess of Jihad, to compete for marriage with someone like that? I do appreciate that Liliol has self-respect here. I do appreciate it. This wasn't good. I can't accept this. Yeah, oh no, I'd rather kill him. No, Liliol, you can't kill him. Let's look at the comments. And Dorsey has found her way back into the correct. Legends have told of this day, and I thought they were nothing but lies. But until now, that's true. I remember in 2018 I was talking about the Bachelor arc. I did think it would be with Zahard, but you know, I was pretty close. I knew there would be a Bachelor arc though. I've been saying it since 2018. But yeah, so this was a clownish chapter. I think we all realize that. It's pretty, the like to dislike ratios are always crazy on the, wait, let me see. Is there a dislike? Wait, what do you mean crazy? These are pretty positive. Nobody ever dislikes these. It's like hard to dislike it. They're either just insubstantive or like, I don't know, they either just have no substance or they're like positive or something. The way Traumeray's eyes widened as soon as he heard tournament. I didn't see that. I wonder if they'll let Kun compete. I was thinking about that too. I like how this is the one that gets dislikes too. I'm kind of hoping for it. I hope that Kun hears about it. I hope that he hears about it and he tries to get, they never said guys couldn't enter. He never outlawed gay marriage. Aguero could go. He could come in. He could come in and he could fight in the tournament. That would be cool. Honestly, I would like it. I think it could work. I don't know if he'll win or not. He's probably going to have to go up against like rankers, but I think it could work. But I think like in essence, I do not mind a tournament arc, like a marriage tournament arc specifically. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's a wacky idea. I think you get a lot of good things in it. I also see a way for Baam to develop. Now, of course, remember, it's SIU. This is not going to happen. But I see the way for Baam to develop here. I actually see how this is relevant to him. Because he has that line, why is everybody else deciding who I'm going to marry, right? This is going to be an arc for Baam to take stock in his own agency. He's going to remember that he is his own person for like the third time. And he's going to end up, winning the tournament somehow. I don't know how. But, well, wait. No, I guess everyone else is having a tournament for him. So he's not in the tournament. Okay. Well, I don't know, but somehow he's gonna figure out that he doesn't. Well, he's gonna end up stating he doesn't want to marry anyone. He'll speak for himself, and he'll marry the person that he wants, which is no one, or maybe
Mr. Coon.
I don't know.
I just want to climb with Mr. Coon and Mr. Rack.
That's probably what's gonna happen. But yeah, you know, this is actually kind of like workshop again. People are gonna compete for Viol. Yeah, exactly. It's just the timing. It's just the timing. It's like going from the nest right into a new thing. I think it's a little much. I think we need more time to decompress, especially with how much slapstick was in this chapter. It's like I really want downtime, you know? Like I really want Baam to just have an hour to take it all in. But you know, like none of that happens. Like he doesn't get time. He hasn't even had time in the last couple of chapters to think about like, oh shit, Mr. Coon and Mr. Rack aren't anywhere around. What am I gonna do? Miss Waryun's not around. You know, all the people that I'm friends with are gone again. That's horrible. And now we don't get any of that. We just have, what? I'm in a competition for marriage? Wow, it's my old friend Lily Alzahard. Oh, how cool is that? Ah, I don't really like you, but hey, we know each other. It's pretty silly. It's pretty silly. So I really think we need some time to like process things. SIU is not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of processing anything. You know, maybe if he gives the readers time to process things, we'll people might realize that maybe Baam's mentality is warped and stupid. But yeah, so that's where we are with this chapter. I think we're in a precarious situation. I think what's coming up has potential, but it's gonna be a long road to actually start fulfilling that. I think we're gonna need a few weeks. I kind of agree. It kind of depends. Like I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it, but it does like just eat it at the tone that we expect. I think like if we had a chapter where they were more relaxed first, then I could be fine with them getting back into this, you know, as we start rising again. That would be nice. But just, you know, coming from one to the other, it's just not. There's not a good flow with it. No. I think they would be okay in the right context, but we don't have that correct context for that. But oh well. I don't know. You do what you can with that. Yeah, I think this stuff could be good, but we just need time. We just need a couple of weeks to get the taste of the nest out of our mouths, because it ends on a very rushed and sour note. And I'll say this too for the pacing of it as we get back into the main nest discussion. I think I think one of the people say rightfully that, you know, like we have been in the nest for a long time. The nest was like 70 something chapters. So we've been in the nest. It was like Joaquin length. I think even longer than Joaquin length. It was longer than Hidden Floor. And even then, like I think it's easy to say or like think like, wow, this is a pretty slow arc. I would argue it's rushed. I would argue the nest ended up being rushed. And as this goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, where we didn't get a lot of resolution. SIU started a lot of subplots in Nest that he didn't give any momentum to or any conclusion on. The stuff with the sorcerer, that was very abruptly ended. Is he alive, by the way? I don't remember. I don't remember if that guy is alive or not. Ari is alive, luckily. The SIU is super slow to give answers or resolutions. Yeah, Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. He's good at he's good at getting through plot events, but bad at getting resolution. Like bringing any long-term things to a close. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to frame it. I think what would have been nice for Nest is if we actually spent like less time on the fights that didn't really mean much. Like we don't do anything with he's unconfirmed life status. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But like we don't do anything with, Evan Kell, honestly. Like Evan Kell should have had a much shorter thing. I don't even think White Garment like should have been introduced. Like if Evan Kell, here's the thing. If Evan Kell blew up the gate and then like just didn't have a fight or something, like nothing would have changed because there was still the other gate. So like we wasted like at least a chapter and a half on the Evan Kell fight where nothing was really happening. It was just kind of two characters talking at each other and fighting inconclusively. And I would have said that even if Evan Kell like won or Evan Kell lost, or we got a nerfed Evan Kell out of it. I'll say that. At least Evan Kell was crippled enough to not go back to Trauma Ray. So that's something. That is something that might have just been so Evan Kell couldn't have wrapped things up with like Baam and jinsung or with Baam and Trauma Ray or something. Not with, Trauma Ray would still win that, obviously. But like that, so that's something. That is at least something came out of that had an impact on a future event. That actually is kind of good. That's better than I gave it credit for. But nothing really came out of that except for Evan Kell being injured. Like it would have been cool if there was something more substantive for Evan Kell, like something about like what she believes in, That would have been really cool. Something about, maybe something with her and another thing with her and Han Sung. Something like that. Han Sung is another person who was completely, he had a good thing going for him with the Hiracha fight. That was a good little reveal with Han Sung and what his priorities are. And then after that, like after he gets back to Evan Kell, he's back to being little pussy boy Han Sung. I don't like that. Yeah, he could write her out in a more efficient manner. That would have been okay. Like it would have been nice if, like maybe something that could have happened. And it's like it accomplished what it accomplished, but like maybe Evan Kell like blew up the thing, but like the whole chamber that she was in blew up or something that injures her. I don't know. And of course you get Mule Love fighting. I get why Mule Love entered the fight. Like I get how he was dragged here, and I get why he like went in the cat tower. He's like oh, if regulars are fighting, I gotta have my pride too as a ranker. But he just didn't really contribute anything. It's kind of sad. I feel bad for him. But yeah, nothing really came of him either. It actually, I think it would have been really cool if he fought with Viol, honestly. I think that would have been cool. Or if he fought with Karaka. Like, all right, well think about this. Like think about this, okay? Like he was manipulated into coming here by Augustus. And also, I will say, I think Augustus was handled just fine. He had his role. He did protect the outside. Like, he did his job, and he didn't need to do much. So he was okay. But he was manipulated. So, like, if he met up with, like, anyone, like, an actual FUG adherent, like, if he met up with, like, Karka or something, then he would have been, like that could have led to something cool. That could have led to, like, cool dialogue. Like, if they, if they were, like, having a discussion as they were running, or, like, Doom or something even, or Yama. Like, if you put him with a Slayer, you could get something interesting, because he has that grudge against FUG. Or, like, he could say something like that. And like it would be like with Karaka and Dewan. It would be like what they talk about. And that was a good thing we had going with Karaka and Dewan as well. So that could have been substantive. So that could have led to some more characterization or even some development on Mew Love's end, and we could have actually had him be a good character in this arc. That would have been awesome. Like there were a lot of ways to make him work, and unfortunately SIU just had other priorities. Let's find a good chapter in the nest, so we can start talking about really good things in the nest. But like essentially, more time with the good subplots, less time with the ones that don't go anywhere. And everyone has their own opinion about what's good or not. But there are definitely answers for what got development, and those are what should have been focused on. Now what is... I'm trying to figure out where this chapter is. Okay, they're in the Suspendium, good. Let me find one great thing. Let me find one great thing to talk about. This is the flashback, huh? Alright, well, we don't need that. We'll talk about that as well. We'll also talk about this battle. Actually, no, we won't. I don't have anything to say about this beyond the fact that it was, like, okay. I know people like Jinsung. Frankly, I thought that was boring. I think the best part about that came out of it was my fake translation. Where is it? Where is this chapter? You know what? It might be late. It might be, like, really late. We have the Leviathan. What do you guys think of the Leviathan? What's your guys' opinion on that? The Chi-En-Hee flashback? I agree. I like both the Hasacha and the Chi-En-Hee fights. I like the flashbacks. I like that whole... No, actually, okay. All right. This might be a little controversial. Oh, you know what? Wait, is this... No, I don't know. Could be here. Yeah, it's this one. It took a really long time. It took a really long time for them to get through the Suspendium. That's actually, honestly, that's weird to me. Nothing happened in the Suspendium. And it took like 7 chapters at least for them to actually get in and out of there. Because we were jumping through plot points. That's bad. Also, I agree with you. I think he has a weak introduction. But we could... Weak introduction, but we could get somewhere with him. I kind of agree there. Now, my kind of controversial opinion. The scene is... The Chi-En-Hee and Hasacha stuff and the flashbacks are good. They're really good. I also thought so, Raj. I'm okay with it not being that, though. But I think if you took out that confrontation, nothing would change. I don't think anything would be different if you just wrote out if you cut the Chi-En-Hee and Hasacha stuff and you just never saw them. It's a shame Nanotona didn't get... You know, it's the only thing I'm sad about. I am sad now that Fashiel didn't get his own flashback. He deserved one. He deserved one, because he was the one that had the most character going into the nest out of those commanders. So I would have been happy. He's half robot, half dog man. How cool is that? He's special. I don't know. Anything could have happened. But yeah, I think that half relevant. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think like the way that Kendrick and Hiracha's flashbacks and Yasuracha's like added something, I think, to the grand scheme of things in the nest and even in Tower of God as a whole. I don't think Chi and He and Hasacha's did that. I don't think either of theirs did that. So I don't think it like it was a good thing in the moment, and I really like it like in and of itself, but I don't know if it had a place in the nest. Kendrick's does only get better. I know Bones has a lot of thoughts about that one. All right, anyway. This is good. Wait. This is good. This is the good part of the nest. We get the boss fight, literally. Where's the where does this happen? Where's like the snake thing? The suspendium is way bigger than I thought. So we have the boss fight. I love this. Where's the good thing? So we have the boss thing that's cool. Here we go. Here's where it happens. This is the good part of the nest right here. Running around. The branch head and Yule. Poor Yule. I knew he made it into the nest. He's like not in half the panels when they're rushing in. Yule the god. You must be from our family. Lopobia Yule. Let's go, dude. Special operative. Levy's boss's boss. Lopobia Yule Zahard. Well, not Yule Zahard, but you know, he's in the army. Lopobia Yule Esquire. I'm blocking you to make sure you don't get in the way this time. You think some regular can stop me? Oh my god, he's got the snake flute. Wanna dance? The flute of the family head. He raided the treasure room. I love how... I don't know, how does any of this work, honestly? This guy's Novus. This guy's my Tower of God Dungeons & Dragons character. Oh no, my body. I can't stop dancing. This guy's good. Oh, wait, does the odd-eyed cobra... maybe. I don't know. This is amazing. This is so good. But anyway, this was a fun part. I do like it. I do generally like it when Tog has kind of like some batshit stuff in it like this. Like, this stuff is like pretty entertaining to me. And it doesn't completely break my immersion most of the time. So it's like, the fact that you will actually got something to do here. It does make me question, though. It's like, this guy's like related to the Lopobia family. He's serving Zahard's forces, but also the boss. It's like, what's really going on here, you know? I haven't figured Yule out at all. I don't know what his objectives are. We don't know where Yiwa is. We need this guy around to figure out where Yiwa is, man. I guess Yule would be with, like, Huarun and Vicenti. I guess they might get Yiwa. They might get Yiwa. Like, next. Like the next plot point we see them in. I could see that happening. That would be kind of crazy. Honestly, we kind of had that, like, trio with, like, Wangnan, Yiwa, and Vicenti for a little bit. That could pop up again. I don't know, but we'll see. But this was one good thing about the nest. This was like a little fun moment. I think where Nest really shined, and you know, we all know this, so let's just go right back to it. Nest really shined in this middle... Oh shit, this is too far back. Nest really shined in this middle stretch here. Everyone's in the cat tower. I know people say the beginning of the cat tower is boring, and it's kind of... Yeah, it depends, I guess. Like, the really early chapters weren't amazing. But once the fights got started, like, once we get to Uriah, once we get to White versus Baam, this shit's peak. This is, like, peak Tog to me. This is, like, as good as, like, Workshop, as Dowler Show. Not Hand of Arlene, that's on another level. But it's a really good. And it's the best current Tog has been by miles. Like, First of all, I know we talked about SIU's crazy expressions not being the greatest sometimes. I'm sure this chapter will be good for it. But some of these guys, especially Arya has really good expressions, and like this ends up being a really, this fight in particular ends up being really fun and dynamic. A good thing about it is it has that length, so like there's a lot of stuff to do in this arc. We can block sword slashes with kicks. That's pretty sick. This is cool. I like this. Like, the art is, like, really good. You get White breaking through it. The fight itself is good. The fight itself is just really good for the most part. It's not the best thing I've ever seen. It does get into beam spam stuff, but it's pretty good. It's definitely, like, a top 5 fight for me. White doesn't fuck around. He cuts off people's arms. It's like White's last stand here, really. We get this cool, frustrated Arya expression. I like a lot of that stuff. Let's see what else. What other stuff? We get angry Baam. I like Baam. Honestly, I really like Baam when he's angry. I think White makes Baam the best that I've seen him. Because it's like, White's just so... Yeah, it's like, it's the easiest for me to empathize with Baam when he's fighting White. Because I know exactly what Baam is actually going up against and what he stands for in these moments. So it's like easy for me to understand Baam here, and it's easy for me to really support his character. Like, I think going up against White makes Baam better. It's really good. I thought so in Dallar's show. I think so now. He's the only guy that really gets Baam, like, pissed off. Like, Baam, like, this is the only guy that, like, Baam really goes out of his way to, like, insult and, like, call a piece of shit and stuff. This is a weird one, honestly. I don't know what Baam is doing here. What a weird panel. What a strange panel. Let's see, what other good things do we have here in this chapter? Oh, we have this flashback. We have this amazing flashback of, yeah, what is the, of White killing the mentor. This is a really good, this like section of it in particular. This is probably the peak, like, of this section of the nest, of part 2 of the nest. Like, this whole thing between Baam being pushed to his absolute limit and going crazy with the amount of power he's using, the inconsideration with killing the souls, or not killing the souls, but using the souls' power, and, like, wishing he never met his friends and stuff, like, pushing them to the limit in that regard. That stuff is really good. And then especially for White, like, White just going through everything and, like, making the connections between Baam and Han, and, like, seeing how these guys have access to limitless power, feeling like he can't catch up, feeling totally trapped. And then, you know, we just we just see him, like, lash out. We see him fall into despair. We really see the beginning of where he really starts turning into the White that we know today. It's really cool stuff, especially this one here, where he like, goes out of his way to kill his mentor. Because he just, like, can't take it. Like, he just has his pride and stuff, and he just cannot take it. Like, he's changed? No, it's the family head that has changed. It's the children who are wrong. But this stuff is really cool. Like, he just can't take it anymore, and he just becomes the demon. And what I love about it, too, is that, and I think I've said this before at 1 or 2 streams before at least, but I think some of the Han flashbacks that we get, we're kind of kept guessing as to how much responsibility SIU wants to attribute to White. But when it comes to stuff like this is how you know. Like, this is just how you know. Like, it's him. Like, it is Joaquin who is responsible for the actions that he has taken. And then later, you know, SIU kind of rewrites that too and says, oh, Vicente, he knew how to control that demon way longer than I did. That was kind of weird to me. Well, I like Vicente having more shit to do. I really don't want anything being... I don't want Vicente, like, whispering in his ear either. I don't want that to take away from the agency that White has here. I think White will take back over, honestly, at some point. I think he will. I think Vicente's going to try to do some. White as the Council of Han-offs. Wait, what does that mean? But yeah, this was a really good flat. It's a really... Oh, full hive mind. Oh, that would be cool, too. I mean, they say like the more he absorbs, like the more mature he gets. Which, you know, I mean, if you push him to the limit enough, then I don't know if we're gonna get that though. To be honest, like we get we get people like Anna and David too, who have like well, David especially, and like Albelda, who just have like no personality at all. Albelda's already been lost in the amalgamation of souls. And we have the clone in there too. I don't know. The white and dark change, kinda. I see. I still see it as like very much just Joaquin with the power. I think that's also how the spell worked too. So it's like really hard to. I think it'll be really hard to make that work. Maybe not impossible though. SIU does love breaking the rules anyway, so with the with the rack spear throw too. Not happy about that one, to be honest. I'm still pretty mad about that. That white wasn't just teleported off. I'm doing my best. But yeah, like, it's so cool. It's like all of, like, I get it. He's just like, he's just in such despair that he just goes full demon mode. Starts killing people, starts absorbing souls. His dad just doesn't love him. Yeah, the more mature white. I get that. And I did love the thing at the end. I know, maybe people, I don't know how people really feel about this aspect of it, but at the end, when Baam is, like, having the fight with white, where, like, they're trying to absorb each other's power through the sword, I think that's so cool. Honestly, that's just, like, the ultimate, like, white last stand thing to do. Cause like, and the even as Baam like plans that out, kind of, he's like, I knew you wouldn't let go of your pride. Like, he was right. He was right. That's a really good way to trap white, even if he needs help to make it work. But it was until the conclusion, man. Until the conclusion for that, it was really cool. It was just so cool, like to see Baam go all out. And even then, have it not be enough, too. I mean, like, there were so many cool things that could have come out of that. We won't really talk about that now. I think I'll save maybe the alternate outcomes on that for the Naya discussion. But there was just a lot of, like, there was a lot of really good content in here with just pushing them both to the limit. And you really get to the core. You really get to the core of who Baam is when he becomes angry. And like the inconsideration that he has, the single-mindedness on his goal and sacrificing everything else in his way. The even saying like he just wants to do this alone so he doesn't have to worry about his friends. I get that. It's really hard to separate. It is. Like that's the whole thing about Dark Change. Like people say Dark Change is horrible, and the way it ended, it is. But until then, man, I was just so into it. I was so excited. Week after week reading this, I'm like, oh my god. He said he finally revealed it. He finally revealed they killed his friends. Oh my god. He's cutting Baam's arms. Oh my god. Arya's dead. Oh my god. Oh, Baam revived Arya. Oh, okay. Never mind. And there we go. Yeah, it was really awesome. It was, honestly, for me, reading weekly, I agree, actually. I agree. Although, I was more excited for this than I was when I was reading, like, Wangnan Weekly. When I was reading that arc. Because I'll say it, I didn't like the Baam content in the Wangnan arc. That was just because maybe that was even just because I loved Wangnan so much too at that point. I was like, damn it, why do we have to look at Baam for a chapter? I want to go back to Wangnan. He's more interesting. Wangnan was not my favorite character until then. It was literally not until then. I think it was Shibizu, like through until that point. But yeah, this was a really cool one. And even then, this was really important for the main characters too. I will say, while White was coming to confront Baam, I was really skeptical of it too, because I was like, okay, I would like to see them go at it, but also, it doesn't seem like the right time. Like, this isn't when I want this to happen. Like, why is Baam going to, like, why is Baam fighting White now when he's going to Jinsung? Like, this better have some far-reaching implications if White is quite literally stealing the plot. He stole the plot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it was cool because I was more interested in that than whatever Baam was doing on his field, you know, just being, you know, a hypocrite again. Oh, I don't like killing all these enslaved species. Oh, wow, look at all this cool power. Wow, I feel so light. Whoopah! Cutting off heads, slicing limbs, kicking ass. You know, I don't mind Baam. I mean, I don't mind Baam committing genocide. Legit. I don't mind it. I just want him to, like, be aware of it. It's literally like don't look away, Baam. And you know, I know he's not looking away, but it's weird that he's smiling about it. It's weird that he's still, like, not thinking critically about it. It's not right. It's so weird. And it's hard to reconcile that with the confrontation he has with Caliban, too. I'll take you to it. I'll take you to it. I know I said we were talking about the good parts of this, but now we're right back at the less good part. Where do you want to go for this? Let's go... probably, like, here. I don't know. Yes! Maybe? Oh, this is the hug. We probably have to... Alright. Where is it? Where's that part? Maybe it's another one? Reminds me of my father. Oh god. If only the enslaved species were more humanoid. That would be nice, yeah. That's how you probably did that intentionally. Oh, okay. I still must be... Oh, it might be this one, actually. I was gonna say, yeah, okay, now he's fighting them again, so... Where is it? I'm just looking for this pretty decent Caliban moment, honestly. God damn it, dude. When does it happen? I hate this. This panel is silly, by the way. This panel is silly. I still think this is one of the most stupid panels of Dog. That's okay. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's even before that. I have no idea when any of this stuff happens. Oh, I like this one though. The oh. Hello.
Oh my god.
What?
On the stream?
Yeah.
Dang.
What's up? What? Did you leave the door open? Why?
Now I realize I can't.
Ah. Alright, I'll be done soon. Hello. And we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed that little break. Anyway, the the sibling reveal. That's the sister who we've had so many stories about over the years. Yeah. So anyway, I have no idea where this Caliban thing is, honestly. I have no idea where it is. Anyway, the thing that I spent the last 3 chapters looking for was the other thing that I can't reconcile. It could have been both shorter and better. I don't mind it being long, to be honest. Like, I'm perfectly fine with a 70 chapter arc. I'm honestly fine with a 100 chapter arc if it's substantive. If the content we get is good and interesting and people get, like, significant development. Unfortunately, we got flip-floppy Baam. We got flip-floppy Caliban. We got Dewan just completely 180ing. We got really nothing for Karika, which was a real disappointment to me. Rack. No Rack content. Yule honestly Yule was treated, he was one of the best treated characters in the arc. Han Sung had a good thing going for him as well. But it's hard to reconcile the thing where Baam says don't look away, like, don't look away, you're doing all this shit. I don't think Cat Tower is unnecessary. I'm about to go back into why Cat Tower is the best part of the nest. But it's hard to reconcile Baam saying don't look away, you're gonna have to kill people now, and then him saying to Calivan, I need to root out all the corruption in the tower. Because, like, you literally just said you're not better than these people. You pretty much said you're just fighting for your own cause right now. You're not better than these people. Then you put yourself back on a pedestal. And then again, going back into, you know, like, using all his power and stuff and, like, all the Dark Change stuff. And then going back into the consent thing at the end. It's like he's gone multiple directions multiple times in the same arc, and I think it's really insubstantial. It's hard to trust, like, any realization that Baam comes to, because you know he's just gonna, or like you get the feeling he could just twist it or like do whatever's most convenient for him next time anyway. So that's difficult, but it was still cool when he was pushed to the limit in the white fight. It was still really cool that he had that conversation with Arc Raptor after the fact. I like Traumeré still. I like Traumeré because he's not I don't think he's an ally. I don't know. Traumeré is certainly not an ally. Traum is somebody that they have. It's not that he's an ally. It's somebody that they have to go along with, or else he will murder them. Like, he will just murder them if they do not do things to placate him. And they're lucky he is disconnected and insane enough to not just kill them on sight. So I get that. Like, I'm okay with that. And then, yeah, the Baam-eba. Very correct. Now, Cat Tower. There are parts of it that are weak. I mean, I think all the stuff... What was I going to say? All the stuff with the Commander is weak. The Hybrider stuff is weak. It's just... there was one part I was actually really excited for. When, like, the Evankel thing, the Karaka thing, the Commander, they all converged to confront Hybrider. I was actually really excited for that. I knew it wouldn't have, like, a big plot thing, but I did think it could be really awesome to see everyone work together as a team to defeat this unbelievably strong-looking enemy. Like, something that neither of them could really probably have a chance of beating on their own. I thought that would have been actually really cool. We could have seen, like, really cool teamwork. Like, awesome light bearer abilities, like position stuff. It could have been a really good fight in and of itself to take down this insurmountable foe. Not really substantive in context, but it would have made some stuff interesting there. And then we also had the crab thing. The crab thing was weak. I don't like Elaine, frankly. I don't think Elaine is fun. I will say it again. I don't think Elaine is even hot. Not important, but I'm just saying it. Everyone loves to say it. Everyone loves to say she's so hot. She's not. She just isn't. She has dead fish eyes. Live with it. Anyway, Hybrider lore to at least get... I don't even think there's going to be Hybrider lore. I think there might have been. I think maybe there was. I think SIU abandoned that plot line. I think he just abandoned it straight up. She has the eyes of Gintoki. I think he just said, fuck it, there's too much stuff in the nest. I'm going to abandon that. And you know what? Maybe it wouldn't have been that interesting. If he really thought like he could devote more time to other stuff, if he thought he could devote more time to other stuff by cutting it, then that's okay, you know? I wasn't especially interested in that aspect of things anyway, so I don't mind it too much. And if he's reprioritizing, that's okay. Elaine had 3 good panels at NHS. I literally don't think she even looks that good in Name Hunt Station. I just don't think so. And she doesn't look that good now either. That's just how SIU kind of does this thing where he draws everyone's eyes like really big, but he puts too much white in their eyes a lot of the time. So their eyes like don't look, they look like plastic. I don't know. They look plastic and they don't actually look like they're filled with emotion. Arya's is they only work in a comedic sense when they're like being surprised or angry. Like it's not, SIU's eyes no longer convey subtle expressions. Like it's not stuff that we can get like Name Hunt or before. That's just how it is. That's just it. The colors are too solid, honestly. I think that's a big part of it. The colors are just too solid. There's not enough room to like kind of paint them or shade them or anything with any like sort of shadowy stuff unless it's super unsubtle, which is, you know, it's okay. It's just his new style. But well, no, it's not just okay. It's his new style, but like it works. It works when it works, and it doesn't when it doesn't. But like for the new, less subtle vibe that Tog has, then it works more often than it doesn't. But it doesn't make anyone look better. That's the big thing. Now so the other good thing and my favorite, honestly my personal favorite thing about the nest is within the cat tower, and it is the commander fights. I think those are so good, and I don't think like the fights themselves are like decent. And I will say I don't like the Hatsu stuff. I don't like that. I think people like that a lot. That's okay. But I don't like it. I just think Hatsu's a weak character. I'm not invested in him at all. I don't think he matters. But the important thing there is like the commander flashbacks. And I think the Yas one is good too, but worse. All of these guys have not only stuff that is important to... Not only stuff that's important to... like their own conflict, like how Haracha and Han Sung have that point of tension over Han Sung's motives and like what Han Sung is like really here to help, or what he hates or something, or if he really wants to help people, or if he's like a good guy or says he's a good guy or not. They have that conflict. You know, whether or not this guy really loves animals, or Kendrick really loves animals, whether or not Hasacha believes that she and he can, rise above her fatigue and shit. Whether she really wants to make every day a summer vacation. She'd be a big JoJo Lion fan. But, I think what's really interesting is how their stories tie into the entire story of Tower of God. Like, this is something that goes all the way back until Season 1. We always ask not always ask ourselves, but like a large part of early Tower of God is seeing people give up their humanity and like change as they climb up the tower. We see like Quant is like a super arbitrary, super immature person who has climbed the tower and has faced like countless tragedies probably in his climb. We see how jaded Han Sung is, and jinsung, and like all of FUG. We see people like Lurker and Ho just completely giving up like any humanity they have to pass their tests and climb. And then even here, and we lose a lot of that in later Season 2, like Hidden Floor and Nest. Not Nest, Cage in Season 3. Like we lose a lot of that, I'd say, like past Name Hunt, even in Name Hunt it's like not even. We lose it in Hell. We lose it in Hell Train. Like that stuff is something that stuff is not really focused on that much past Hell Train. But it comes back in Nest, and I think that's really, really cool. I think like when we see Haracha and when we see Kendrick, and they go into their experiences and like how they joined the military, and how they kind of like gave up parts of themselves, like how Kendrick came to the conclusion that he didn't really like animals, he just liked asserting superiority and was depraved. It works on multiple levels, because like we see how these guys they inherit things from Yasracha, who inherits things in turn from Traumare. But we also see like how they relate to the entire story of Tower of God by changing over time, like as they grasp for more power, even as they climb the tower. Like they finish climbing the tower and they don't have what they want. Like Kendrick is already a ranker. He doesn't really have what he wants. He can't even get like townspeople to listen to him in this like little shitty village. He can't even get people to like be friends with bunnies, even though he has climbed the tower already. He should have a lot of skill. So like they're still powerless when they become rankers. They don't get what they want. And it goes back into what Baam was saying in Season 1 to Han Sung. before their last test. He's like, whatever the fuck is at the top of the tower better be worth it. And it's really cool to see how it has changed and corrupted these commanders and really turned them into terrible people over time. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you might not sympathize with them. I wouldn't even I don't know if I could like go out of my way to say they're like humanized, but like it's sad to see how they were warped and how they've morphed into these products of Yasracha and the military. Like even Hasacha, she doesn't as closely relate to it, but even seeing her as someone who did have like a lot of ability and a lot of potential, really just use her position and her power to laze around as much as possible. It's pretty interesting. I think I was gonna say we are gonna have a major skip. I think it's gonna be fine. We don't even know like what floor and stuff we're on now. I think that stuff is not gonna be something to worry about. There's not gonna be a major arc every 5 floors, honestly. Even now, the latest chapter said the Baam has a month. He can climb a floor or 2 in that time, to be quite honest. We could have the tournament on a different floor higher up. Little stories help to characterize. Exactly. Didn't want to fully see Satram as Kendrick writ large, but parallels to be. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it just does such a good job building up the world through its character choices. It's a really cool thing. Yasracha, his flashback was also really good as we get it later on. I will say the one thing for him, I think it would have been better if it focused solely on Yasracha. I actually think it was I understand that SIU wanted to convey the story of Deng Deng and Nen Nen as well, and like how Yama was put into a situation with his brothers. I also don't think that's an especially compelling narrative. The one good thing it does is help explain why Yasracha cares for Yama. I also don't think that from Wang Wang's perspective that it's compelling. So I would have liked if maybe 2 chapters were shaved off that backstory and we really just got it all from Yasracha's perspective to see how he in turn was morphed by Traumer. I think we would have gotten more. I think we would have gotten more of a coherent narrative in that flashback as well. But overall, it was still a cool thing. It was still cool to see their dynamic. But yeah, I think that's a pretty decent overview of the main virtues and the main flaws of the nest. So I think this is a good place to call it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I guess I'll see you guys when we start Xenoblade 3 in about a week, maybe less than a week. And we'll also see you in a few weeks when I get Naya and Haku on here to talk about this arc in a more holistic manner. So we're definitely going to have a good discussion with that. Let me read this real quick, though. Like Wang's contrast point, the irony. Yeah, I really don't like Wang Wang. I think that's something I'll get into in the next discussion. Some characters should just stay as complete scum, like Yas and White. I agree with Yas. White is scum, so that's not. I think White's scum no matter how you look at it. Yas, I see SIU trying to whitewash him, and it's not working. It is not working. But yeah, we'll definitely get into this stuff next time too. So thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you on Friday. Have a good one.